wave off icing. Cal Flum coming around to pick up the puck. This is Kutzer now. Oliver Kutzer. Breaking it out across center ice. He's going to dump it in. Minneapolis is going to get a quick line change. Prairie Center coming back the other way. Puck picked up by Boyce. He can't connect on an outlet pass to Mosley. Neither can Anderson. Here's Prairie Center with the puck and they score. Prairie Center strikes first right off the bat.
Streams live.
Under a minute into this thing, we had a little breakdown in the defensive zone. And quick goal for Prairie Center. See if Minneapolis can bounce back here just as fast. Steven Ortiz is going to take the draw. He's out there with Forpole and Mosley. Boyce and Melhoff back on D. Mosley now picking up the puck. Cannot connect with Steven Ortiz on an outlet pass. Carlos has it now. He has it picked. Prairie Center holding the line. Melhoff now battling along the far wall. Puck picked up by Steven Ortiz. Sends it up to Mosley. Can't hang on. Puck slides through the neutral zone. Minneapolis get another line change. And this is Cal bringing the puck into the Prairie Center zone. Anderson comes in, lays a nice check, tries to get a pass across. That's hits some traffic. Von Howard comes down to pinch. Flum keeping the puck in the zone, sends it down deep. And this is Miller chasing it down in the corner. Von Howard holding the line. Job by Liam. The bouncing puck stays in the zone. Franson gets it over to Miller. Miller fans on the shot. And now Prairie Center controls. They send a long outlet pass across ice. They connect. But Von Howard is there to pick it off. And Anderson will send it back deeper into the zone. We'll get a partial line change as Miller tracks the puck down. Here comes Prairie Center. Number 23 weaving his way back into the Minneapolis zone. He has it picked off and it's picked up by Moyer. Moyer to Franson. Franny will dump it in. He needs a line change. But here's Kutzer in the corner, sliding it down to Moyer. Forpole now comes down to help. Puck slides back to Melhoff inside the point. Gets a low shot off. It hits traffic in front and goes wide. Nice. Boyce keeping the puck in, skating it in, looking to get a shot off. He does. And it's gloved and hung on to by the Prairie Center Tendy. And we'll get a face-off down in their zone with 11:49 to play in the first. Storm down by a goal. Steven Ortiz taking the draw. Mosley picking it up. Can't get a shot off, but retains control, drops it down in the corner. Prairie Center breaking it out. They'll send it back down into the storm zone. Melhoff will collect, get it up to Franzen. Fed one to Steven Ortiz, but he's kind of in his skates. Steven Ortiz now getting it over to Mosley, but it's picked off by Prairie Center. That shot is deflected wide by Rowe. Puck bouncing around in front. And Carlos feeds one to Franzen. Franzen will dump it in. Mosley gives chase as the Storm get a line change. Mosley sends it in front. Quick shot and score! Will Anderson picking up the front, getting the shot off, and puts it. That boy Will. It's Minneapolis looking a little less than sharp out of the gates here this afternoon, able to tie it up. See if they can strike again here. As Anderson taking the draw. Anderson now again with the puck. Oh, just slid that one a little too far out in front for Forpole, but nice play by Flum, sending the puck back down in the Prairie Center zone. Big hit there by Forpole. Prairie Center quick out of the zone. They're coming back the other way. They're going to get a shot off. Nice save by Rose. He sent it wide. Here's Kurtzer with the puck. Kurtzer across the line. Forpole picks up the puck. He's battling in front. Puck's still loose. Forpole now still with the puck. Sends a shot on, but it hit traffic in front. Prairie Center will clear it. Boyce sending a little backhander up the boards. Jack Moyer there to pick up the puck, keeping it in the Prairie Center zone. Send one right on net. Puck still loose in front. Kurtzer gets leveled. And Prairie Center now back out of the zone. Boyce able to poke that one away. Moyer picks it up. Jack Moyer coming back across the line. Gets a shot off. It's gloved. And the Prairie Center Tendy will hang on. We're going to face off back down in their zone with 9:39 left to go in the first. Minneapolis, your D3 champions, number 1 seed in the tournament, coming in with a 30-12-8 overall record. There's Steven Ortiz, quick shot on goal, that's saved. Puck loose in front. Von Auwert's coming down to pinch, gets a shot off, but that goes wide. Brings all the way around the boards, out of the zone. Plum picks it up. Minneapolis regroup. This is Steven Ortiz. Carlos across center ice, into the Prairie Center zone. Franson there to pick it up. He gets bumped off the puck. Mosley picks it up. Goes across to Flum. Dangerous play there. Had it poked away. Minneapolis is going to be offsides. We'll get a whistle. Prairie Center overall record 11-17-1. Made up of kids in and around the Sauk Center, Melrose, and Long Prairie area. Boyce collects back in the Minneapolis zone. Goes cross ice to Melhoff. Melhoff tries to feed one to Anderson. Prairie Center sent it back in. It's offsides. We're going to face off. Will Anderson back on the draw, scoring the only goal for Minneapolis so far. We'll dump that one in as Forpole and Miller give chase. Forpole left it for Miller. Tried to send one in front to Anderson, but got sent away by Prairie Center defender. Prairie Center will send that one out of the zone, up the boards. They got numbers coming the other way. Try to make a centering pass, deflected by Boyce. Franzen picks it up, will skate it out of the zone. He's going to skate it all the way through and likely get a shot off here. He does. It's right on net. Saved and hung on to. And we're going to face off back down to the Prairie Center zone with 7:52 to go in the first. Kurt, what are you seeing so far?
Well, it looks like we were a little slow out of the gate, but it's going better now, I think. Getting some shots, throwing the body around a little bit.
And this is Kurtzer. He's got Moyer in front. They've connected on a number of goals this season. Von Auwert comes down to pinch. Moyer now tried to go in front of Franzen. Kurtzer got a shot on goal. That was saved. And Prairie Center will break it out. But it's immediately picked up by Von Auwert. Here comes Liam back in the others. Gets a shot off, but it was deflected wide. Cal Flum gets a low shot off. It hit a Prairie Center defender. Forpole hung up in the board. Sent one back across the center, but couldn't connect. On Howard, back down to Kuetzer, just out of his reach. He'll now pick up the puck in the corner. Moyer comes down to help. Jack tries to feed one in front to Forpole, couldn't get his stick on it. And Prairie Center, that is not icing. That went off on our stick. And now Prairie Center on a strong forecheck, picking up a puck, slid it in front, saved by Rowe. Here's Forpole. Going Forpole, couldn't get a shot off. He had Mosley trailing. Forpole still battling in the corner, gets it around to T1 Ortiz, banks one off the boards to Melhoff. He'll send it right back down to Carlos. Carlos tried to feed Mosley in front. They couldn't connect. It'll be a high stick.
Gotta play that.
Oh, he misplayed it. Here comes Prairie Center back the other way, and that shot goes wide. Prairie Center back across the line the other way. They got a 2-on-1. Couldn't connect on that pass. It's picked up by Boyce. Boyce feeds one over to T1 Ortiz. T1 Ortiz has Forpole with him. Across to Rowan. Tried to go with the backhand. Couldn't get it to go. And the net comes off and we'll get a whistle. Okay, 5:35 to play. We're all tied up at 1. Storm upping their game here a little bit later in the first period after a shaky start. That should be an icing here on Prairie Center. It is. Another face-off back down in their zone. The other D3 team to make it to Regions, Armstrong Cooper, won their first game a couple hours ago, 6-0. They're on the other side of the bracket, so it's likely Minneapolis will meet up with them again here in the Regions at some point, but we'll see how the next couple games shake out here. Anderson taking the draw for Minneapolis. He's out there with Franzen and Miller. Melhoff and Boyce back on the line. Prairie Center controlling, and they'll send it out of the zone. Melhoff's going to pick it up. Good job by Miller keeping the puck in the zone. Prairie Center going cross ice. Boyce comes over to play it. Melhoff's backing him up. He'll pick up the puck in the Minneapolis zone. Circles behind the net. It's a nice pass out to Franzen. Franzen across center ice. He'll skate it in, goes around a defender. Slides it behind the net. Kuetzer now battling for it along the far wall. On Howard, good shot off, low shot in front. He was tipped, but it was sent wide. Flum on the other side. Just misplayed that one. It scoots out of the zone, but he recovers. Now goes cross ice to Kuetzer. Kuetzer feeds one up to Forpole. Picked up by Moyers. Shot was saved. I thought it was going to go through. On Howard, another low shot. Saved and sent high. Pass in front to Forpole. And we score! Rowan Forpole putting that one home with 3:45 to play in the first, giving Minneapolis the lead. Franzen dumps that one in. Mosley giving chase.
Oh, sure.
T1 Ortiz coming down to battle in the corner. Prairie Center.
Here, you want me to hop over this?
Coming out of the zone with some speed. Tried to feed one across the center. Rowe will wisely put his glove on it, and we'll get a face-off in Minneapolis zone with 3:26 to play in the
You want to do the
first.
replay still?
Quick shot goes wide off the boards. Mosley will come over to play it. Not out of the zone. Kept in by Prairie Center. Tried to get a centering pass through, but Steven Ortiz was on it. Minneapolis still unable to get the puck out of the zone here. They roll now as Franny picks it up, pushes it forward to Carlos. There's Steven Ortiz across the line. He's going right at it. Oh, his shot goes just wide through the crease. Bonauer keeps this one in. He gets a low shot on and he scores! Liam Bonauer. The back of the net. Good shot there by Liam.
Yep.
Franny will bring that one around as Miller gives chase. Prairie Center picking it up. Gal comes in to play it, keeping in the zone, back up to Franzen. Franzen puts a move on, but lost control. And good play there by Flum, keeping it in. This is Franny with the puck. They'll send it back around the net to Miller. And it's picked up by Anderson, pushed back to Miller. He gets bumped off. Prairie Center will send that one down. There should be an icing. It is an icing, and we'll get a face-off back down the Prairie Center zone with 2 minutes, 3 seconds to play in the first. Prairie Center had to play 4 games to get into this regional tournament. They won their first game against Northern Lakes, lost to Alexandria, beat Morris Benson, and then beat Northern Lakes. They are coming in as the number 4 seed. This is Melhoff with the puck. Didn't have a clean look, so he chipped one back in to Kutzer. Prairie Center back across the line in front. That shot goes wide. Royce to Moyer. He couldn't connect on the next pass, but Moyer picks it up. He's still got possession in front. Oh, I felt a nice pass over to Forpole, but his shot was deflected wide by the Prairie Center defender. Prairie Center going across ice again on the breakout, and they got a 2-on-1 the other way. Puck in front, shot sent wide. Here comes Minneapolis back the other way. Kutzer puts a nice move on, has the puck, tried to go back in front. Forpole came across, and they couldn't connect. Play there by Flum to disrupt that long outlet pass. This is Prairie Center though, back across into the Minneapolis zone. Good play by Von Howard to get his stick on that puck. Minneapolis finally gaining possession in their own zone. Mosley chips it off the boards. We're going to get a partial line change as Franzen chases it down. He now is again with the puck. He needs a line change, so he'll dump it in. Miller gives chase. Tries to go back in front to Steven Ortiz. Puck's bouncing around. And that'll do it for the first period. Minneapolis leads 3-1. Well, Kurt, a little shaky start for the Storm, but we rallied back, found a little more momentum there, and got a 3-1 lead.
That's right. And, you know, boy, it's just the end of the first period, but Prairie Center already looks kind of tired. I know some of their big guys kind of dogging it out there, and I think it's going to be a long day for them because our boys are just starting to fly around, I think.
Yeah, and they're going to pick up more speed here in the second, I can imagine.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
And I think that the forecheck's looking good. We're getting all kinds of chances down there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, every once in a while when they get down here, they get some chances too. I'm not, I don't have a really great, warm, comfortable feeling. And so I would like our defensemen to kind of shut that stuff down, not let them walk around and get shots. When they do, fortunately, Henry's look pretty good.
Yeah.
Shutting all that stuff down, that makes me feel good. But
sometimes when we're putting that pressure on the offensive zone, our forwards are all deep, right? So when Prairie Center gets the puck and they're able to go cross ice on that long outlet pass, that's kind of what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden they got a 2-on-1 coming back the other way. It could get a little scary.
Well, to our credit, I've seen a lot more wild icing attempts than cross-rink breakout passes. So I think that pressure is working. I think they should keep that up. Maybe make more of it. And I saw a couple passes back to our point where our defensemen are shooting. Liam got the goal there. That's our game, right? Pound those guys in the corner, get the puck out to the D, put it in the net or put it in front of the net, and let our guys go to work.
All right, well, let's see some more of it here in the second period.
Indeed. Did you update the period?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, puck is dropped. We're underway here to start the second. Malhoff will chase this one down, rings one around for Forpole. He can't get it on his stick. No icing is the
No
call
ice, no
here.
ice.
Anderson chasing it down. Puck's loose right by the net. He goes back in front. Oh, Miller was there, just couldn't get a stick on it. Good play by Malhoff, getting his skate out in front of that one, breaking the play up. He goes cross ice to Boyce. Boyce sends one up to Miller. Here's Miller. We got a 3-on-2 inside the Prairie Center zone. Couldn't connect on that pass. Forpole picks it up. Puck slides back to a Prairie Center defender. They'll easily break it out. Boyce sends that one up to Moyer. Here's Moyer. He's got Forpole with him. Moyer still with the puck. Picked up by Forpole. He goes back in front to Kutzer, who tried to get a backhand shot on, but a Prairie Center defender was there. Got his skate on the puck. Prairie Center back now the other way. Getting the puck deep in the Minneapolis zone. Nice check there by Kutzer. Moyer now with the puck. He'll skate it out of the zone. Loses it around center ice. It's picked up by Kutzer. Cal Flum.
Well, that's how you get it deep.
That one back in. Kutzer gives chase. Mosley there to support. The Prairie Center right out of the zone and now across center ice. Rip a slap shot. It goes just over the top of the goal. There we go. Oh, God. Carlos is coming out of the zone with some speed there, and that Prairie Center guy just got his skate on it. And that'll give him face off just outside the Minneapolis zone. Teelan Ortiz, Franzen, and Mosley out there for the Storm. And here's Teelan Ortiz chasing it down. Sending one back in front to Mosley. Couldn't get a shot off, and Prairie Center out of the zone. Boyce goes across ice to Malhoff.